Well, hey. Okay, so I obviously have my thinking cap on as I'm having a shower. And there's a video that I watched today, and they were saying in the video, stop um, beating yourself up when you were given breadcrumbs to work with, and not stop getting upset with yourself because you were given breadcrumbs and you couldn't make a loaf of bread from it. Or stop beating yourself up because you were only given 20% of the ingredients. Meanwhile, somebody else had a secret pantry stocked to the brim with all of the ingredients, and they could create something completely different than what you created. So maybe you're not where you want to be, or maybe things aren't going the way that you really wanted it to go. But a lot of times, there's people that actually have a completely different advantage. If you're here to be mastering certain things in your life, you're going to be put to the test kind of thing. How resilient can you be? How resourceful can you be? How much faith do you have in yourself and this process and this journey? How much do you believe in you? And I know that when this has been going, this healing journey isn't for the faint of heart, and that's why people will not completely put their whole everything into it, because it requires you to let go of a lot of things. It requires you to think different, or it requires you to show up different. It requires a lot more of yourself. And it's easy to, because comparison is the thief of joy. It's easy, especially if you've been on this journey for quite some time. A lot of it is internal. It's a lot of internal shifting that happens, and eventually your outside world will reflect. And it doesn't always come out, and it doesn't always seem the way that you would think it would be. But it's not to say that you're any further behind. You're definitely not. You have just been dealt a completely different deck of cards, right? Somebody could have a whole, they could have a whole deck of cards. Meanwhile, you're missing bits and pieces. You're missing the aces. You're missing, the jokers. You're missing certain things in there. Maybe the twos, so partnerships. So maybe there's certain things that you're not playing with a full deck. Not that you're saying, you know what I mean. But you may not be playing with a full deck. You may not be playing at your greatest capacity because you haven't been given all of the tools. Meanwhile, other people have different tools, have access to different tools, but they aren't mastering things like you. So whatever you're creating, your masterpiece, which is you, is going to be completely different than somebody that, again, has a box cake, and they only have to add a few ingredients. Meanwhile, you are given flour and baking soda and salt and eggs and milk and butter and all whatever the fuck else you need for your cake, right? You were given the ingredients, and maybe you had to travel to go get certain things, or there's certain experiences that you had to have in order to collect these ingredients. Whereas, again, like I said, some people have a stocked fridge, they have a stocked home, they have a fucking executive kitchen. Maybe they even have a fucking chef that comes in and kind of helps them too. So the way that your life is going can't be compared to somebody else that has a different advantage. And it's not to say that they're any better, because in a pinch, when things are taken away, can they step up and create something amazing with the little thing that you do have? Or are they going to be floundering because, oh my God, all I now have is the ingredients. I don't know what to do to put it together. Meanwhile, you're like, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just throw this in, and here, Bob's your uncle, and you've got a cake, right? So again, it may look like you are at a disadvantage, but if tables were turned and certain things were removed from other people's lives, they would fucking definitely be floundering, and they wouldn't be talking the same shit as they as they could now with the support and the help that they do have. So give yourself some grace is a long-winded way of saying give yourself some fucking grace for everything that you have gone through. It hasn't been easy. Your path isn't easy. It isn't like everybody else's. And the results are not going to be like everybody else's, right? Spirit has a magic. Spirit has something. I'm just here. Spirit has something up their sleeve. Okay. You have been given skills that, again, other people may not have acquired because they were given to, or there were certain things that were kind of handed to them. Meanwhile, you took advantage of the opportunity and chance to learn. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna go and probably go to bed because I can. Yes, it is early. Oh, it's 9:30. Okay, close enough. If I go to bed at 10 o'clock, it's all right. All right, have a fantastic day, evening, or whatever F time you are watching this. Until next time, many blessings. Love you so much.